All right, so here are the 9 Claude prompts to sell digital products as a complete beginner, even if you're over 50, just like me. Most people over 50 who want to build something online already have the hardest part figured out. They have the knowledge, they have the experience, they just don't have a clear starting point. And these 9 prompts are that starting point. Copy them, paste them into Claude, fill in your own details, and you'll have a clear direction on your first digital product than most people find after spending months going in circles. And you don't need tech to do any of these. You don't need a following, no starting from scratch. And if you're new here, hello everybody. My name is Judd Albring. I was laid off at 46. I'm now 54. And at the time I had 0 tech skills, no digital marketing background, and definitely no plan. And I taught myself digital marketing from scratch. I built my YouTube channel to over 500,000 subscribers and now run a digital business from home. And I've also founded the online community Wisdom Creators that helps people over 50 turn what they already know into a digital product without the tech overwhelm and without starting from scratch. And if you want to grab these prompts, copy and paste them, they are inside my free community, Wisdom Creators. I'll put a link below this video description. Now, the group is free at the time of this recording, so definitely grab them while you can. The first 2 prompts are going to be about packaging your knowledge. The first one is discover your online income ideas. And the reason this works is that most people over 50 who want to build an online income get stuck at the very first question. What the heck do I actually sell? The answer is almost always already inside them. So with this prompt, you give it your skill, your experience level, and your audience, and it's going to generate 15 product ideas ranked from easiest to launch to highest long-term income potential. And of course, with any of these prompts, you can adjust as needed. The first output is probably not going to be perfect, so you're going to have to work with it a little bit. The way you use it is copy the prompt below, fill in the 3 blank brackets. So I've made it very simple for you guys here. Put your skill here, put your level here, beginner, intermediate, or expert, and then put your audience here. And then your job is to find the 1 or 2 ideas that make you think, I already know how to do that, okay? And the reason this works is because your knowledge is already there. You don't need to become an expert in something new. So stop undervaluing what decades of experience has already given you. And age is not a ceiling. The person who has made the mistakes and survived them is actually who people pay to learn from. And your shortcut has real value. So what took you 30 years to figure out could save someone else 5 years. That is worth paying for. The next one is to monetize what you already know. And make sure when you do these prompts, you do them in order 1 through 9. And the reason this works is that instead of asking, what could I create? This prompt asks, what have I already been creating without actually realizing it? If you've explained the same thing to 3 different people in the last year, that explanation is a product. If you have a shortcut you use that others don't, that shortcut is a product. This prompt finds all of those. So the way you use this one is you fill in the topic or the skill in the brackets, and then Claude is going to ask you the diagnostic questions. So you want to make sure you answer honestly. The product ideas it gives you back will be built directly from things you already know how to do. Of all the prompts, this is probably one of my favorite ones. And you've already done the work. The repeated conversations, the shortcuts, the things that took years to learn but feel obvious to know. Those are products hiding in plain sight. Working on your own schedule. Digital products don't care what time you build them. Once they're listed, they sell without you having to be there. You can do it from anywhere. A laptop and a Wi-Fi connection is all you need. If you're still spinning your wheels on all this, trying to figure it out, what to create and how to package what you know, that is exactly what I teach inside the Wisdom Creators community. It's for people over 50 churning their work and life experience into digital products without the tech overwhelm. I'll put a link below this video somewhere. Click and join us today. Prompts 3 through 4 is building without the tech overwhelm. So this prompt is simple products with simple tools. And the reason this works is that this prompt generates 10 product ideas you can build using only tools you probably already have open on your computer, like Google Docs, Canva, Notion, a spreadsheet. That's the entire tech stack here. So no expensive software, no design background, and definitely no tech skills required. Just fill in the skills and your audience and focus on the ideas that use tools you are already comfortable with, like a PDF checklist you can build in Google Docs. Here's the prompt. Again, you can just copy it and paste it into Claude. And the reason this works is because it's low tech. Everything on this list can be built with tools that are free, browser-based, and require no installation. And simple products outsell complicated ones. Buyers want useful, not impressive. So a well-organized checklist from someone with real experience is worth something. You can do it from anywhere. So home, coffee shop, while traveling. Location is irrelevant as long as you have Wi-Fi. The next prompt is to get a full product outline. So knowing what to build is one thing, knowing what goes inside is another. And most people stall out at the blank page. This prompt eliminates that for you entirely. So give it your product type, your topic, and your audience, and it'll build the complete blueprint for you. Every section, every module, bonus ideas, quick win elements, the final deliverable structure. So this is a great prompt to come up with the outline for your product. So what you want to do is you actually want to take your favorite idea from prompt number 3, the one that excited you the most. The outline it gives you is your product roadmap. Start at section 1 and then work forward from there. Prompt number 5 is validate demand before you build. The biggest mistake beginners make is building a product first and hoping someone buys it. And let me tell you from experience, that's not the way to do this. They spend weeks creating something, list it, and nothing happens. That is demoralizing and it's completely avoidable. So this prompt scores your ideas before you invest any time building them. It's going to rate each idea on demand, urgency, ease of creation, uniqueness, and purchase likelihood. Then it tells you the top 3 and it's going to tell you why. So to do this, fill in your skill and your audience, let it score 10 ideas, and then choose the one that scores highest on demand and has ease of creation. Okay, that is your ideal first product. And this prompt is great because you validate first and you build second. So 1 hour scoring ideas saves you weeks working on something that gets you 0 results. And you don't need an audience to validate. Claude does the market research thinking for you based on real business logic and not guesswork. And confidence beats hesitation. When you know your idea has a demand before you build it, you stop second guessing and start creating. And if you want real feedback on your specific idea from people who get it, that is what happens inside Wisdom Creators. If you haven't joined us yet, I will put a link below the description. Prompts 6 and 7, launch fast, price it right. So this prompt, launch something in 7 days. And the reason this works is that perfection is the enemy of your first sale. So hypothetically, a finished $47 product out in the world this week beats a perfect $97 product you're still working on 6 months from now. This prompt builds you a day-by-day plan to create and launch within a week. You tell it your skill, how many hours per day you have, and your audience. It gives you 7 product ideas with a daily creation plan for each. So to do this prompt, pick the option it highlights as fastest to launch. Follow the day-by-day plan. Your goal for week 1 is not a perfect product. It's your first real sale from a real stranger. And the reason this works so well is that a 7-day plan removes the overwhelm. When you know exactly what to do each day, the whole thing stops feeling impossible and starts feeling like a checklist. Your first sale changes everything. One real sale from someone you've never met is proof that this works. Work on your own schedule. 2 hours in the morning, an hour after dinner, the plan works around your life. And quick disclaimer, I make absolutely no guarantees of income. This video is strictly for educational and learning purposes only, okay? So please make sure to do thorough research before creating and marketing any digital product. Number 7 is pricing your product correctly. So the reason this works is that people over 50 consistently undercharge, not because their products aren't worth more, but because they undervalue their own experience. And this prompt takes that decision out of emotion and puts it into business logic. Give it your product idea and your audience. It compares low, mid, and premium pricing and recommends where to start if your goal is early sales and real testimonials. And follow its recommendation for the starting price. And you can always change this later. and I work with students a lot, and this is a big hurdle they need to get over, is that we're no longer charging for time, we're charging for the outcome. Your experience has a price tag, and these prompts give you the logic to find it instead of guessing out of fear. Also, early testimonials are worth more than early revenue. So focus on getting those testimonials in the beginning. And again, you can always change and raise your prices later. And if you're wondering what happens after you've actually created your product, the now what, how do I market this? How do I get this out there? What kind of website do I use? That's exactly what we help people with inside of Wisdom Creators. So if you haven't joined us yet, please do. I will put a link below the description for you. Prompts 8 and 9 are about scaling. So this first prompt, number 8, is building a product ladder. One product is a start, a product ladder is a business. So hypothetically, the customer who buys your $27 product is already a warm lead for your $97 product or your higher ticket products. You build the relationship once and it compounds over time. This prompt builds you a complete 4-level ecosystem, a low ticket entry product, a mid ticket course, a premium digital offer, and a recurring membership. Each one leads naturally to the next. And again, this is not a guarantee of income. These are simply prompts to help you build your business and make decisions from there. The reason this works so well for people over 50 is that you only need to build digital products one time and you can sell them repeatedly. It's not like a physical product that you need to make as the orders come in. Now, yes, you might need to make changes to your digital product periodically, and of course you have to market it in order to sell it, but you only have to create it one time. Also, there's the potential for reoccurring income. And of course, you can do this from anywhere as long as you have Wi-Fi. Choosing the right platform. You can have the best product in the world and still not sell anything if it's on the wrong platform. And this prompt compares your options based on your specific product, audience, and your goals. And I personally use and recommend System.io to all my students. It handles your products, your email list, and your sales funnels all in one place. And they have a great free plan to help you get started. And no, this video is not sponsored by System.io. And this is a pretty straightforward prompt to use. You're going to put in your skill set, your product type, your audience, and then the goal for your product. And this is an all-in-one platform. This is why I love this for people over 50, because everything you need is in one place. You don't need separate websites, separate email tools, separate course platforms. You can do everything in System.io. And they have a great free plan, which gives you access to everything you need to get your business up and running. And tech does not have to be a big obstacle. If you can fill out a form, upload a file, copy and paste, you can use System.io. And make sure to grab your prompts today. I will put them inside the Wisdom Creator community. There is a link below this video where you can access all of these prompts. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.